Greetings to everyone. Welcome to Dharma Foundation. Today in this video I am going to make a table of tenses. Tenses describes the time of an action. The time of an action. And this time of an action, it can be divided into three types. One is present tense, and second one is past tense, and third one is future tense. Again, these three tenses, it can be categorized into four types. So one is simple present, second one is continuous, third one is perfect, fourth one is perfect continuous. So how we can pronounce? First one is simple present tense, and for this we can pronounce like simple past tense, and for this simple future tense. Structure of simple present tense. So for the simple present tense, you have a structure like subject and V1. Here V1 means simple verb. Plus object. So take one example. For example, I play cricket. In this example, subject is I and verb is play and object is cricket. Another example is one lively example. I watch Dharma Foundation videos. In this example, I represents subject, watch represents verb, and Dharma Foundation videos represents object. Come to the simple past tense. In the simple past tense, you will have one subject and V2. This represents past tense form of verb plus object. What example we can say? For example, I watched Dharma Foundation videos. So in this example, I represents subject and watched represents verb V2. V2 past tense form of verb. And here Dharma Foundation represents what? Here object. So now come to the future tense. In the future tense, the structure will be like this. You will have one subject, one extra word, that is connecting word, will or shall. You will have this one extra word, will or shall, plus verb, simple verb, V1 form, simple, plus object. So the simple future tense structure will be like this: subject plus will or shall or plus verb V1 form or plus object. So let's take one example. For example, I will watch. I will watch Dharma Foundation classes. I will watch Dharma Foundation classes. This example, this is the best example for the future, simple future tense. I will watch Dharma Foundation classes. If sentence is in the continuous form, how we can find it out? So for the continuous, for the present continuous form, the structure will be subject plus there is one connecting word is or am or are. This is a continuous. That means we will have one simple verb V1 plus ing to the verb. So plus object. Let's have an example. For example, I am watching Dharma Foundation classes. So in the given example, I represent subject, am represent helping word, and watching. We are adding into the watch. Watch is simple verb, and we are adding into the watch. And plus object. Object is Dharma Foundation. So this is how we can create a sentence of present. Now let's come to the past continuous. In the past continuous, the structure will be like this: subject plus was or were plus verb, simple verb here only, V1. We will add into the simple V1 for the simple verb plus object. So this is the structure of past continuous. So let's take one example. For example, I was watching Dharma Foundation videos when my mother was called. I represent subject and was represents this connecting word, and watching this this is the simple verb, we are adding into the simple verb, and object is the Dharma Foundation videos. Now let's come to the future continuous form. In the future continuous, the structure will be subject plus will or shall, like this connecting. We will be adding be to the will or shall in the future continuous form, plus V1 plus ing. This means we are adding ing to the simple present. We are adding to the simple verb. So plus object. Now let's take an example. I will be watching Dharma Foundation videos tomorrow by this time. So in this example, I represent subject and will be this connecting word will be this connecting, this will be represents connecting word, and I'm adding ing to the verb watch, and this Dharma Foundation videos, this will represent object. So this is how in the present perfect tense the structure will be like subject plus has or have plus V3. Here V3 means past participle form. Form of verb plus object. Let's take example. I have watched Dharma Foundation videos, DFV. So in this I represent subject, have represents has this connection, this connecting words, and this watched V3, this represents past participle form of verb, and this object is Dharma Foundation videos. Now let's come to the past perfect tense. The structure of past perfect tense is like subject plus had plus V3. V3 means past participle form of verb. Past participle form of verb. So plus object. So for this let's take example. Subject is I had, connecting word, past participle. I had watched Dharma Foundation videos. So in the past, this action was already completed. This represents past perfect tense. So now come to the future tense, future perfect tense. Coming to the future perfect tense, the structure of future perfect tense is like subject plus will or shall have will or shall plus have plus V3. V3 means past participle form of verb plus object. Take an example. I will have watched Dharma Foundation videos by tomorrow this time. So like this we can frame the sentence by using the structure for the future perfect tense. Now come to the perfect continuous. The structure of present perfect continuous is like subject plus has or have been plus V1 plus ing plus object. So in the present perfect continuous tense, the structure is like subject plus has or have plus been plus verb, simple verb plus ing plus object. So what example we can take? I have been watching Dharma Foundation videos. So now let's come to the past perfect continuous. The structure of past perfect continuous is like subject plus had plus been plus V3 plus object. For example, I had been watching Dharma Foundation videos. For 2 hours a day. So this is how we can create a sentence for the past perfect continuous. Now let's come to the future perfect continuous. The structure of future perfect continuous is like subject plus will or shall plus have been plus object. So what will be the example? How we can create sentence? I will have been watching Dharma Foundation videos. So this is how we can create structures for simple present tense and simple past tense, and for future simple future tense, and for continuous. If we observe these structures, what we can observe is in the present form we are using V1, that means simple verb, and in the past form, in the past tense, in the simple past tense we are using V2, and in the future tense we are using against V1. V1 means simple verb. For the present tense, for the present continuous tense, we are using is or am or are correcting words, and we are adding ing to the simple verb. And for the past continuous tense, so for the subject we are adding for the subject we are adding connecting word like was or were, or we are adding ing to the verb, simple verb, and to the object. Now come to the future tense. In the future tense, the structure will be like subject plus will or shall plus be plus v plus ing plus object. Present perfect tense, the structure will be like subject plus has or have plus v3. V3 means past participle form of verb plus object. For the past perfect, the structure is like subject plus had plus v3 plus object. For the future perfect, the structure is subject plus will or shall plus have plus v3 plus object. Now come to the present perfect continuous. The structure is subject plus has or have plus been plus v1 plus ing plus object. For the past perfect continuous, the structure is subject plus had plus been plus v3 plus object. Now come to the future perfect continuous. The structure is like subject plus will or shall plus have been plus object. So this is how we can make short notes of tenses. And okay guys, we'll meet you with another concept in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Arigato.